I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I try so hard. I can't rise above it. Don't know what it is, but the little girl's loving, but I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Gotta wash my truck. Dress up. Oh my God.
Pick her up and watch TV.
I wanted to yell it so bad, and then you started, and I was like, all right, I'm going to yell it.
I love it.
She sits down on the sofa. I move a little closer.
I love it.
Kind of creepy when you think about it, actually.
It is kind of creepy.
She can't get enough of me. What's that? Take turns hitting it.
Oh, that could be fun.
Yeah.
Eskimo DJs.
DJs do tag team things a lot. You ever notice that?
Sometimes you get mad.
Yeah?
Don't touch my shit.
I don't know. I know a girl that's a DJ. I feel like she's always got people up in there helping her out.
Good for her.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Jeez Louise. Jeez and Pates. Welcome to Who F Knows podcast. We're in the Brew Bros studio.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
Life be life, and bro.
Life be life, and
My life be like...
ooh.
Vroom, 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 vroom.
It's true, man. It really does sometimes. Sometimes I slow down. Although I had this whole spiel the other day where I'm like, I never slow down. I need help. Help me.
People seem to relate.
I saw that. That was nice. That was nice. I'm going to try and start doing more of that where it's just like I'm thinking, because I think a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just be thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know about you.
For better
guys.
or worse.
Yeah, I don't know.
We just be thinking.
I be thinking.
Too much. That could be a whole spiel.
Maybe.
Thinking too much.
Never too much, never too much, never too much.
Cloud the noggin with too much knowledge.
Yeah.
You be thinking too much.
Yeah.
What's your like, it's a weird phrase to say, but what's your release?
Ooh.
Like if you got too much going on in the noggin, you're like, I just need to blank.
I don't know. I think lately, I think it depends where I'm at and what I'm doing. Like if I'm working all day and then I'm like I gotta get away or do something. I just go take a walk. To be honest, get outside, get in the sun.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Give me some good nature, some silence, just sitting out. I got a hammock in the backyard, just laying on the hammock and just chillaxing.
Yeah, beautiful.
I wish I lived near some mountains. I would love to go on just like a hike.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm like, man, I just need to get out. And I would just love to I'm going to go on a hike today.
Yeah.
Just be one with nature.
I'm actually so excited. That video the other day that I posted, obviously I'm thinking all this stuff. I got all this stuff going on. And then I'm going to Scottsdale for a bachelor party and the hike thing. Like we're going to hike, we're kayaking, riding four-wheelers. I'm leaving my phone. I'm not even taking pictures, screw pictures. I'm just...
Get you a GoPro.
Well, I'm sure somebody else will take pictures. We got a little photographer coming with us, so... Dang, I said little. I love you. I didn't mean it like that. Dang, I acknowledged it. Shit, he's short. Okay.
Short king.
No, he is a short king. I love that guy. Shout out.
Yeah, we're going to Hot Springs, Arkansas, the end of May, and I'm kind of excited to hike. Last time we went to Arkansas, it was for a wedding last year, and my wife was like 7 months pregnant, and we went hiking, but
she walked that baby right on out, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, I had to go at a snail's pace. And then I'm terrified that she's going to step on a rock the whole time. And
oh, yeah, it'd be rough. Then what? You're in the middle of nowhere.
We did see some bears out there.
What would you do? Sorry, hold on. Before we get to that, I want to know what your release is. We didn't ask you.
It kind of like you said. It depends on what I'm doing. It has to be something that's just like mindless.
You don't seem like a nature guy.
What does a nature guy seem like?
I don't know. So like... No, I guess you're.
Beards. It's the beards.
It's not fair. I mean, I would have a beard if I didn't have the job I have.
You look like a nature guy.
I don't know, man. Like when we go places like Tennessee, I guess when we go, like I'll like to go look at the scenery, but also like a 5-mile hike does not intrigue me.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to do that. But that's more of a like. I've told you this before. I'm very much somebody who doesn't like to do the same thing for a long time on vacation.
Yeah.
Especially a place that I've like maybe Tennessee, I'd be okay with it because I've been there so many times. But like when I go somewhere new, I feel like I need to see the whole area because I don't know when I'll go back. You know what I mean? Like we're going to San Diego and like there's 26 different beaches. Obviously, we're not going to hit every beach, but like I want to go see a different one every day and go see what's up.
We've been at this one for 20 minutes. We got to go.
Yeah, but like I think that's something I need to work on personally. It's just like chilling out and being.
That was my favorite thing I did on our Tennessee trip. Dave and I went on a Tennessee trip 6-7 months ago. I don't know, maybe more than that at this point. And we did a lot of fun stuff. But my favorite thing, which y'all didn't do, was just getting out and going on a little hike through the national park. It was beautiful. And we didn't do like the whole like 5 mile thing.
Right.
That was never the plan.
Right.
It was just like, hey, we're gonna go poke around and just walk around and see what we see.
Yeah, the first couple of times we went, we kind of did the same thing y'all did. Just went like check out the creeks and all of that. We went on like a small hike. It was like maybe a mile because there was a waterfall, and like we had never seen a waterfall. Granted, this was a little small waterfall, but we wanted to see it. So
they say don't be chasing them. I heard.
Yeah, that's what they say, and it was exhausting. I agree that you shouldn't chase them, but we did that. But then the second time we went, like we just kind of drove up the mountain, and like there's the spots. I don't know if y'all noticed it. Like you can just pull over. It's like a little photo op, basically.
Yeah, it was nice.
So we did that, and then eventually you get not to the top, but higher up, and there's a place where you can park, and then there's a whole bunch of scenery, and you just go walk around. It's like a little park up there. It's like we'll do those things, but like I'm not trying to do that. Like a 5 mile hike feels like exercise, and I'm not trying to exercise on vacation like that. Like I mean,
it's not exercise if you're having a good time. I think that's part of it, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So
I don't know.
Is your release just more like just you time?
Yeah, I'd be like, so like at home, if I get home from work after like a stressful day, like I just want to kick back on the couch, either like throw on one of my shows that I've watched a million times, like pick a random episode and just chill out on the couch and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
Throw on like or play like MLB or something. You know what I mean? Like just play a game. Lately the gym like during the day has been a good because I'm trying to like really get back into it, and I've done like really well recently. So that's been like a good release.
Whenever you get lost in a gym session and you don't really, you're like, oh shit, I've been here an hour and a half. Those are like the best ones.
What's worked for me, like, I have that thing at my house, the little home gym setup. So I can take the app anywhere I want.
Yeah.
And it has the instructor on the screen, right? And kind of guides you through the workout. And I've found that that's like really helped me lock in because I have to focus on what they're doing. Like I can't, and it's on my phone, which is key because it makes me not be able to scroll through my phone during the workout. So I'm just like locked in. It's usually like a 35-minute thing, but it's constant. And I found it's maybe like lock in and just block like everything else out. And I've liked it. It's really helped me like focus on it. And then I'll jump on the like elliptical or treadmill for like 15 minutes. And that's kind of when I go through it. But yeah, that's been my release. Like I told you earlier, but I was like, I don't know if I'm in the mood for this. And I hit the gym and I'm like, all right, we're starting to get in the right mindset here.
I'm starting to learn that Dave has ADHD or something along those lines.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a doctor hasn't told me that, but it feels like a safe assumption.
This is a few things have cropped up.
Yeah. I'm admitted, I don't like to stay in one spot. Like at home, and I've told you this a million times, I'll go throughout a whole day and be like, I don't remember when I sat down today.
Yeah.
So like my only time I usually stay in one spot is like late at night when I literally can't go anywhere else. But like when we lived in Slidell and Walmart was open at 2 a.m., I'd just go walk around Walmart just for no reason. I would just go by myself. Like just
an empty ass Walmart. Nobody in there.
Yeah. But I like
thinking you're stealing something.
Yeah. Well, if I was with you.
Yeah. That was past me.
Yeah. Also like just honestly, the drive to work in the mornings, like, yikes.
Spit it out.
The drive across the bridge, across the water at 4 a.m. Will really clear your mind.
Yeah. I do miss a good commute.
Yep. Go ahead.
I was going to say, is anything worse than you get off of work, you're like, I'm just ready to, I got 45 minutes of driving home. I'm just going to listen to whatever. And then you're 2 songs in, and then you get a call from somebody. And then you answer it, you go on the phone call, and 10 minutes later, you start going back to your song, and then you get another phone call. You're like, y'all are ruining my vibe time and my me time.
There's been a couple of times. The only person that ever really calls me that I have long conversations with is Granny. Yeah. And like, those things used to aggravate me, where like I'd be listening to a show, and it's not anything important at all. And she'd call me, and I think it was going to be 5 minutes, and then I'm like, almost home. I'm like, well, now I'm behind on my show. But I started to like appreciate those calls more just out of nowhere. I don't know what happened, but I'm like, you know what? If this lasts 45 minutes, it lasts 45 minutes. You know, you never know when the last call will be, right? So you appreciate.
Yeah, it's good.
Appreciate them all. It's usually like just bullshit. Like she'll talk to me about Saint stuff that I've known for 3 days, and we just talk about it.
It's just hitting her timeline, bro.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Usually she sees us share it. She calls me and be like, "Did you see this?" I'm like, "Yeah, we shared it."
That was us talking.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed.
Did you know that? Have I ever told you a story about how she bought me? So we made a shirt. It was I don't remember what shirt it was. You
It's
remember?
like a Tulane.
It was
title.
It was one of our
shirt.
first podcast. I think it was our first podcast shirt.
Mm.
And it was a Ancient Daddy's Wave shirt, and she saw it shared on Facebook and bought it for me and gave it to me for Christmas. And it was a shirt we made, and I didn't have the heart to tell her.
I'm about to say, please don't tell me you've ever told her.
I think I have told her since, but she thought it was funny. She was like, "See, I know what you like."
Yeah,
I was like, "Yeah,
I know you. You do. I curated this. This was
It's all part of the algorithm plan.
It made me feel good. She saw it, she liked it, and bought it. It's like it might have been my grandma, but somebody I know or somebody bought something that I made. It was cool.
That's like the sweetest thing. It's just grandmas and grandpas. They give you something so random, and you're just like, they went out their way to that this made me think of them. You know, they're gonna give it to me. You know?
There's been plenty of gifts that she's given me that like I didn't need at all, but I was like, yeah, I like that you thought about this. Like when I got my first car, she bought me the little fleur-de-lis lights that you can stick on it, so when you open the door, it shines the fleur-de-lis.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
Yeah, I was like, I don't need this, but hell yeah, that's cool.
That's fun.
Mm-hmm. I went to my papa's house and he gave me like this giant knife, and it's got like it's got an eagle across it, and it's got like USA flags. And I'm like, I don't really need it, but he's like, yeah, I figured you'd like this, and I'm like, I appreciate it, Papa. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell him no, but I'm like, he picked it out for me, so what am I gonna say no? You know, so,
this spoke to my soul, grandson.
This one was for you.
Aaron, I cut you off a little while ago, and there was a good conversation we're about to have, but I wanted to make sure not to leave Dave out. And now we've just talked about all this other shit, and I already forgot what we were saying.
I don't remember.
Oh well.
I don't know. Y'all were talking about your Scottsdale trip, and
that's not fun anymore.
Yeah,
the moment has passed.
I don't know what it was about.
It has passed now.
It has passed. Yeah, no, definitely leaving my stuff in the room. We have topics.
We do.
Anybody feeling any of them?
Did we go like Jello and go 3 for 3?
I was gonna say, why do you keep putting the most intrigue in that 3? That feels like a strategy that you're doing.
I don't.
Like the other 2 you wrote do have my attention, but obviously the most interesting one is number 3. I think we can all agree there.
So my 3 are really random this week. We'll start with number 3. So number 3 for us tonight is tramp stamps are making a comeback. If I was Anchorman, that would make sense. There's a question at the end of this. That's why I read it like that. Somebody messed with the teleprompter. Tramp stamps are making a comeback. I don't know. I was on ChatGPT and OpenAI and DeepSeek, and I was doing all these things earlier trying to come up with random topics, and they informed me, I didn't know, that tramp stamps are making a comeback. Also, we're not supposed to call them tramp stamps. These AI overlords got real mad at me for that. We're not
lower back stamps.
It's a lower back tattoo.
That's fun.
But yeah, apparently
you can say lady in the tramp. What's the difference?
Well, that's a dog.
Yeah,
and that's actually a male dog. It always confused me because like tramp stamps were always for like ladies, in my opinion. I don't know.
Bitch in the tramp.
Not calling ladies tramps, but and then the movie Lady and the Tramp was about a male dog who was like just running the streets, and I was like, this, I guess it correlates. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's unisex.
Apparently not when it comes to tattoos.
They didn't want to go with the bitch in the tramp.
Maybe not.
That sounds like a Waka Flocka mixtape. The Bitch in the Tramp, Volume 2.
That's when they lose the rights to that, like they lost Winnie the Pooh, we're going to get the Bitch in the Tramp.
It'd be wild.
Starring Kevin Gates.
Oh, Lord. So tramp stamps are making a comeback. Have you ever... I feel like they were before my time. Like the way the article was written, it was like, yeah, Gen Z is taking it back and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, cool. But I feel like my sister's generation maybe, or like earlier had the lower back tattoos, but I didn't
realize they went away. Be honest.
Do you see him? I don't see him.
No, I mean, no.
I feel like it's like I feel like it's
lower backs.
Yeah, that's like
I feel like it's like the PT Cruiser. Like you see it out and you're like, whoa, look, a PT Cruiser, and you're like, I
A
feel like,
butterfly on her lower
a butterfly, a tramp stamp. Whoa, those are still. You still have one of those, you know?
back. Wow.
Like it could go away, but
yeah. I mean, I guess like the only time I would ever really see them is like out in the world is like if you're at a beach
Yeah.
and
Well, that was my first thought. Is like, are women? Are there other things back in like low rise jeans and like crop tops? Because like that was girls were
I just
showing the midriff.
I just assume they never really went away because I feel like even if they did go away, tattoos are all the way in now,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So I just assume like everybody is tattooed everywhere
There was
these
a
days.
there was a minute though where like, and it's probably still this case, where tattoos kind of transition from like these big art pieces to like, what is the weirdest thing I can just put on my body? It could be the tiniest thing, and I'm just gonna do a hodgepodge of crap. And I was always super weird. I was like, why are we putting the Nintendo logo and then a coffee cup and a cat? What is the?
I feel like that's still relevant today. Pete Davidson had a bunch of random tattoos like that, and he's going through the process of getting them all removed.
Yeah, it's
But
wild to me.
people just
Kids
get in that
these
face like, this would be
days.
cool to have. This would be cool to have.
Yeah. What would you get?
I don't know. I'm not a tattoo person. Like I don't hate people who have tattoos by any means. Like I don't.
I
If
would
you
hope
want
not.
to, yeah.
I was like, dang, I didn't know that was on the menu.
In this room, you're the weirdo.
hate is a strong word. I guess hate is the right word. It's more like I don't. If somebody wants to get a tattoo, more for them. There's people out there that are like, you can't get buried by me if you get, like my wife's grandma said she can't get buried next to her because she has a tattoo, and I'm like,
Oh boy.
yeah, and I'm like, it's not that serious. Like if you want a tattoo, go ahead and get a tattoo. I don't personally want one. I always thought if I had one, it would be something family related. Like if I'm going to get a tattoo at any point in my life, it has to be relevant and be meaningful, not like, yeah, I really like Ninja Turtles, so I got Leonardo on my back shoulder. You know, it's just like,
Hey,
I don't know. I feel like it's got to have some kind of relevance. Like yours is, I know yours is relevant.
what if
not
Leonardo
relevant, but
played a very
significant.
important part of your childhood?
See, that's
you
what
know?
that's what I'm saying. Like if you have
But
memories,
that's still that still goes in the category of being like significant,
Yeah.
yeah, but
not random. Like
yeah.
we had a front
But
desk
you-
person. He tattooed. He had like a tattoo of Sour Patch Kids, and I'm like, why?
do you know how?
And he said, growing up, his mom, that was his nickname.
Boom.
Yeah.
See?
Do you
And
know how
you-
many times I've wanted to get To Infinity and Beyond tattooed on me? Because it's like a thing between me and my grandma. But I also just love Toy Story.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that has a significance to it.
But if you saw him on the street, right?
Yeah.
He's just walking past and be like, look at this guy with a friggin' Buzz
Infinity and
Lightyear.
Beyond.
yeah.
You would judge. You would be Judgy McJudgerson.
I would be so. I'll be honest. I used to kind of be the same way. I'd be like, it needs to mean something to you, and then I realized like this leprechaun may mean something like a lot to you, and to me, I think it looks goofy, but I don't know the meaning, right? But I think I judge more of the location. Like if you got Leonardo tattooed on your ass, I'd be like, that's weird. I'm gonna judge you for that one, no matter what it means. But if you just like put Leonardo on your arm, I'd be like, okay, cool, dude. Like,
sure. Why not?
good for you, bro.
But how do we feel about like neck tattoos? Like a big, just one neck tattoo.
The Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to mention Cody Rhodes, but just in general. Like I feel like I'll give my opinion. I feel like if you're going to have a neck tattoo, you also need a lot around it to just like connect. It can't just be like a random neck tat.
Yeah, like it almost needs to be the top of a sleeve
Right.
in a way.
Yeah.
Also, you better have a profession chosen. Like, has
Locked in.
that stigma passed yet?
I
Like,
feel like I mean, not for some people. Some people are very,
I remember growing up, it was always like it should be like here up, like here, like your elbow down almost was like you wanted to cover it,
yeah.
and then like obviously I feel like the face is still, you can't do the face professionally.
Well, because it says something to your character a little
Yeah.
bit.
Mhm.
Let's be honest. Somebody
Yeah.
that's getting their face tattooed
Right.
might have something wrong inside that area,
Yeah.
the dome.
Like, but I wonder like what's the cutoff these days? Because tattoos are way more accepted now
Yeah.
than in the past. Like you see corporate people with tattoos all over them now.
Well, I feel like once that, it's not really an older generation, but there's definitely an older crowd that is just like, you have any tattoos, you're like, you can't work in a workplace with tattoos. And so now that it's in that newer generation, it's being more accepted.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like the further down the timeline,
Yeah.
the more it's just going to be Like you're gonna see somebody with tattoos.
Like I would say like neck down now it's fair game. Like maybe the hands. I could like here. You
like
still,
the knuckles and
yeah,
stuff.
the
like
knuckles.
Like Max Miller.
Like
Yeah.
you still get the top of the hand sometimes, but people like get like a sleeve. Like that doesn't feel as weird. But I feel the neck. I don't know if the neck has become like commonplace.
It may.
Yeah.
It may.
It depends on what it is.
I think it depends on where you work too, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I think walking around, like I could see people fully tatted, face and all. And
Yeah.
I'm not even batting an eye. I'm like, all right, cool, bro. Like
I feel
Yeah,
like a cheek like ups like hippie kind of place. You can see some bartenders and stuff like that. They're gonna have all tatted up on their necks and
I mean,
Yeah,
more
it's
acceptable.
it's setting. Like I mean,
I'm not expecting to go get my taxes done and have somebody like neck tattoos and all
You might.
tattoos.
but also like I don't care. Like
Yeah.
we don't care, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna choose one tax person over another because they have.
I might lean towards the guy with the tats. Be
Yeah,
like, yo,
that's
that's some
true.
sick
it's
tats.
gonna
bro.
affect my
Yeah.
refund.
You are clearly committed to something in life
Yeah.
because that shit's expensive and takes a long time.
You
I mean, I was just gonna say. I guess like the work from home stuff too has kind of been
Yeah.
gotten rid of a lot of that. I don't know. My question, I guess, is like, where are we at now? Are we comfortable with the neck just professionally? Because I think we're clearly okay with the arms and everything now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we've gotten to the neck
I don't know
yet.
if the neck in the totality, right? I don't know if most people are okay with the neck yet.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't give a damn.
I don't think we ever get to the point with the face.
Yeah.
no.
It just like I don't have a problem with it. I actually know a few guys that have it, and it looks like I'm like, oh yeah, like that fits your character, the way you carry yourself, the way you dress. But I don't know, like I can't think of a situation where I'd be like, you know what I really want to do?
Yeah.
I want a tattoo underneath my eyeball.
Yeah.
No.
Also, that just feels like I'm somebody who doesn't think tattoos hurt that bad,
Yeah.
but the face,
It feels scary.
yeah,
Yeah.
not
My
just scary.
nerves.
It feels like that would hurt like a bitch.
I don't know if I want that.
Listen, I've got some like right on a bone right here, and that's what they say hurts the worst, and it was fine.
Yeah.
But the face feels like no.
Rascal Flats would say otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
They'd say what hurts most is being so close, you know?
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't like Rascal Flats.
That's what I heard. I almost put it in the playlist just to like mess me up. Just throw like one Rascal
could try.
Flats.
Can I delete things? No, get that shit out of here.
You said you mentioned something about like Gen Z and all that stuff, and I saw this post and it was talking about how what's the newest gen? Is it Z?
I don't know. I've run out of letters.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know
a
what it is.
word. I don't know what it is.
Whatever the most recent one is, they said they're like it's half basically of percentage of them that drink.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you kind of think about it and it's like back in the day, people were drinking and driving and getting all pissed off when that became a thing. And then it's just like as we go on in time, people are less and less really caring about going out and drinking.
So what's their
Yeah.
vice though? Is it drugs? Like I'm asking.
I don't know.
Every
Kombucha.
generation is gonna have a vice. I believe that. Like I don't think we're just gonna get to a generation that doesn't smoke, drink, and it's just perfect.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna have something.
Yeah. I think a lot of them smoke.
Yeah,
A lot of 'em.
marijuana.
I just based on people I know. Like
Yeah.
I could be wrong totally, but I think like vapes and marijuana. are
Vapes.
probably the
You know
two.
what? Good shout.
Vapes are terrible for you.
I know,
too,
but
man.
that's what it is.
I thought they were going away when they had the whole Juul like bands and stuff, and then now they got like portable chargers that are vapes. They're like this big and put them in your pocket
Yeah.
and charge them.
it's crazy. It was-
Zins.
Yeah, Zen.
Zen's
That's
big.
another thing.
Upper
That,
deck.
that feels like
deckies.
everybody's. Like that spans.
Yeah, like it's the same as like chewing tobacco in my mind. Like chewing tobacco's always been a thing with like wintergreen or Copenhagen, like whatever.
Yeah.
Chew.
Ooh. I like that. When I first met my wife, she sneezed really funny. And it was kind of like that. It was like,
She still does.
she still does. But I remember like, I'm not even gonna lie. It was like the first month. She did it a few times. And I think one day I finally looked at her and I was like, you don't have to sneeze like that. Like that's not real.
Yeah.
Like you're doing
You
that.
don't have to have a cutesy sneeze.
Yeah, I was like, this is nuts. There's no way.
He had somebody he had dated back in high school that had a very unique sneeze. It was like one of those like. I was like, what are you? What are you, an anime character? Like that's not. Like, that's not a sneeze.
She's gonna like explode later.
Yeah,
from
just
this whole
let
Not
it.
to-
Just let it.
Not to like talk about Patty's wife too much, but she also snorts when she laughs.
Yeah,
It's
that's funny.
it kind of. I'll be honest. It was kind of like the icebreaker when I first started coming around here a lot.
Yeah,
It made me comfortable that because I made fun of her a little bit for it. I
yeah.
was like, let's see how this plays out, and she was cool with it, and that's how I knew we were good.
It's almost like the appreciation. It's like, I know I made somebody laugh for real if they're snorting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't like, yeah. that's
nobody's-
cool. Like, if they're snorting, no one's fake snorting.
Right. Nobody's faking a snort.
Yeah.
Mhm. Also, she's not the type of person to fake laugh.
Yeah.
If she's laughing, she's actually laughing. If she doesn't think you're funny, you're gonna know she doesn't think you're funny.
You get mean mugged.
Yeah, it's like, damn, okay, shoot.
Like, damn, that didn't hit like I thought it did.
Maybe I'm not funny.
Mm.
So what's weird about Aaron's wife? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Haven't found out yet. Haven't been around her enough.
I don't
yet.
know.
She
I
seems
have, but I'll be
okay.
honest. I don't know.
Yeah, she's pretty outgoing. I don't think she's, I don't know. She's not really afraid to really do anything, which is like when she's out against people, she's not going to just be out in the corner or nothing like that. So
Yeah,
I
she's.
think that's why we got along so well.
I was gonna say she is super outgoing. I mean, she like her and my wife already text randomly, and I'm like, what the hell? Like when did this start?
Yeah.
I've told the story in the past how she basically got my wife drunk the first time we all went on vacation together.
Yeah,
Life of the party.
dude.
Sneaks up on you.
We were like, I mean, we were at the St. Patrick's Day parade, and she's like, yeah, Alex is over here, and I was like, oh, like right there. She's like, yeah, we're gonna go over there, and I was like,
Yeah.
first of all, I didn't know you even had her number.
Yeah.
Second of all, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Cool.
Well, you text me, you're like, hey, we're going to have red beans at your wife's house, mom's house. And I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, sure.
Sure. Well,
And then she told me after, she was like, yeah, I saw on Patty's Snapchat or on his Instagram story, he was like, I could see my house,
yeah.
my mom's house in
We're
the
like a block
background.
down.
She's like, come over, have some red beans.
That's how I used to feel when like Darius would text me, shout out Darius, and be like, "Hey, Granny cook lunch? Did Granny cook dinner tonight?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm at work." He's like, "Well, I'm going to get dinner. Let her know."
I made it a point too. That's probably why Alex said it. I made it a point because like I was told there were red beans, and I was like, okay, when I get there better still be red beans. Because I was hungry. We hadn't like eaten much that day. I had been drinking all day.
It's hard to pass down a good meal. It's like such a minor thing that's such a big like convenience in life. You're like, man, what are we gonna do for dinner? I don't want to have to go get food or go pay. And they're like, well, I'm cooking blah blah blah. And you're like, yep, sign me up.
Yeah, I was like, hell yeah. I
Denzu.
don't have to worry about stopping or
Oh, but
cooking.
Mhm.
You know what the worst is? And kids ruin everything. Is like when you go to like when I go to my grandma's house and she's like, "Oh, I cooked brisket or something." I'm like, "Hell yeah,
Mhm.
brisket, let's go." Kids don't eat it. Still got to go stop and
Yeah.
get something. Like ruin everything.
Get
Yeah.
it.
Thought we were getting out of this scot free, not having to pay for food. Now we got to pay for food.
I've been fortunate with my second child. My first child, not so much. He was very much that I'm not eating that. I'm gonna eat
Kinda-
McDonald's or whatever.
We're kind of the same way, but also it's kind of like we're stopping for one.
Yeah,
Might as well just get the other one something too.
yeah. No, Dylan shocks me, man. She will try anything. It's crazy.
Good for her.
Love it.
We're going to a karate class tomorrow. I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
Now that we're on the kid topic.
For you or for your kids?
No, for my old. They came to the daycare the other day and just did like a little thing at the school,
Mhm.
and like one of the kids got to break a board, and they were like, "We're doing a class for free for all the kids in the school on Saturday, and you get to break the board if you come."
Nice.
So kids like, "Hell yeah, I want to go break the board." I'm like, let's go do it.
That
So
sounds fun.
he's gonna have a day of karate, and then we're going to Monster Jam. So we're about to have a day.
Oh yeah. Talk about a day.
That's-
I mean, you just
All he's missing is some Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
right.
He's also going to get introduced to the city for the first time, so that's cool.
Well,
Hard
what
on
part of the
sea.
city? Just like the
Just
dome.
downtown. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be storming,
We got-
raining.
Not until tomorrow night.
Mm.
Late tomorrow night. But yeah. So we're going to break a board.
Hell yeah.
My son's all about Chuck E. Cheese right now, and he hasn't even been to Chuck E. Cheese once. So I don't know who's telling him about Chuck E. Cheese. Like the past 2 weeks, he is just some obsessed with Chuck E. Cheese. Like I took my ring off earlier, and he was playing with it. And he's like, "I'm at Chuck E. Cheese," and he's like playing with my ring, and he's like, "I won tickets." I'm like, "Where are you? When did you go to Chuck E. Cheese?" I'm like, first of all, Chuck E. Cheeses are so hard to find nowadays.
We
And
got a
I'm
good
like-
one. Ours has a trampoline park in it.
Dude,
Mhm.
Chuck E. Cheese. I went to Chuck E. Cheese for the first time the other day for a birthday party. I had no idea that like you don't have to buy tokens anymore.
Yeah.
You just pay for time and
Yeah.
everything's unlimited.
What?
It's great. It's great. You can go. So like,
I thought you were gonna say like the Dave and Buster's thing where you paid a card and just tap it.
no,
It is a card,
Yeah.
but it's just like a time limit card.
Yeah,
And you
we
just-
go-
Where?
usually like, so I'll keep my son home from school sometimes, and we'll do like daddy days is what he calls them.
Mm.
And he wants to start the day at the trampoline park, so we'll go there, and then we go to Chuck E. Cheese for lunch, and it's like $50 maybe. You get the full pizza,
Mhm.
and I think it's an hour of games. It's either 30 minutes or an hour of games.
That's in Covington.
Yeah, it might only be 30 minutes, but still, like it's nonstop,
Dude.
and it's like if
I wanna
you
go
can
Chuck
play
E. Cheese
together.
there.
You
Yeah.
just scan it. It's unlimited for
Yeah.
30 minutes. It's great.
Because it's unlimited, you only need 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those situations where you go with a kid to one of these places and you're like, damn, like we're going to be spending so much money because we're going to play this. She's going to get bored. She's going to do this 40 times. She wants to do this claw machine 15 times in a row.
Yep.
Now you can. It doesn't matter. You just boop, boop,
Yeah,
boop.
you don't
Good
have
business
to
model.
you don't have to be like you got to choose between this game and this game because we
Yeah.
only have so much money left on it. Now it's like, oh, we just do them all. We'll just make a lap, go back to whatever you want to go. You want to play this one 6 times? Let's do it.
Yeah.
How do you get? I mean, it still shoots out tickets and stuff.
It goes to your card.
Load them on your card.
It works like Dave and Buster's, exactly like Dave and Buster's. It's just there's a time limit on your card instead of $20.
What do we
Yeah.
do in Dave and Buster's?
I miss Dave and Buster's, I'm gonna be honest.
It's expensive. Unless you go on Wednesdays and it's half price, and even then it's kind of like
Yeah.
pretty expensive.
I was never a Dave and Buster's guy.
Love Dave and
I went like
Buster's.
twice. I went on a date there once. The date was fine, but like the place, I was like, this is weird.
You know what's fun? Margaritaville in Biloxi.
Mm.
It's like a grown-up casino for like if you want to go to if you want to have the casino feel as an adult but don't want to gamble, you just go want to play arcade games. It's just a giant ass arcade that's the size of a casino. And it's a blast. And they got like real restaurants in there, not just Dave and Buster's.
Hot
So-
take: can we normalize adults wanting to play like just go in arcades?
Is that not normal?
I mean,
Is it? I feel like it's like not frowned upon, but it's just like
yeah, I'm
Or-
all for like, get your kicks in where you can, right? Like I don't.
they had a place out in New Orleans. I don't know if it's still there, but it was they had they had one that opened. It's like a coffee shop, but then it also has like old school arcade games.
Nostalgia.
But then they have
Shut up.
they had
Nostalgia.
one place that was legit just all arcades. I mean, pinball machines, like old school arcade machines, and just like it's fun just going in there, just killing some time and just playing. I'm a big pinball guy. I like a
You might remember this.
pinball machine.
You remember the quarter arcade on Veterans?
No.
There was an arcade where every game in there was a quarter.
Yeah.
And we used to go there all the time.
I think that's the same place I'm thinking of.
Maybe. I don't. This one was on Veterans. I don't know. It's not. It's like a pawn shop now. It's not
Mm.
an arcade anymore. But
I do remember an arcade on Vets, but I never went.
yeah, it was like the 25-cent arcade. I think is what it was called.
It was like a red building.
Like
It was
a red and blue.
orange
Yeah, it was like red
or
and blue.
something like that. Yeah.
It still looks like that too.
Yeah.
It's the same. It looks the same. It's just a different thing now. Like there's whole bars built around like, hey, we have games.
Mhm.
Complete like the place in Old Town has all the games and stuff like that.
I guess Dave and Buster's is like, it's like we'll normalize it if we throw in some booze and some food in there. Then it,
Yeah.
Like I'm obviously not going to Chuck E. Cheese by myself and just like,
I'll
give
be-
me the
Yeah.
hour.
They have booze and food at Chuck
Don't
E.
they?
Cheese, too.
They used to have a limit. Is that still a thing? Like you couldn't be old enough. Like if you were too old, you couldn't just like go in by yourself.
This might be a hot take, but outside of like Chuck E. Cheese, I kind of think arcades are more for adults. I think they're I feel like they're designed more for adults than kids. Like you're gonna go as an adult and like there's more games for you to play than your kids, or at least like teenagers up, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah.
But I don't. Chuck E. Cheese is made for kids, like small kids.
It's probably because, like, at the heart of the arcade, right? Like, if we go back into the annals of arcade history here, like, they were probably designed for teenagers years ago in
Yeah.
like the 60s and 70s to just go hang out and play video games. So yeah, I mean, it's like the same thing,
Yeah, and
just
then
newer games.
they all like every arcade has the games that we grew up on.
Mm-hmm.
Like those are clearly for us. Like they're not really trying to hook new kids on Galaga. You know what I mean? Like they're like, you're gonna come here, you're gonna see Galaga and be like, hell yeah, come
Wait,
play
wait.
some Galaga.
You didn't grow up on Galaga though. Like your parents grew up on Galaga. That game's so old. You
I
just
grew up playing Galaga all the time.
But what okay, so I guess my point is, if you grew up playing Galaga, why wouldn't your kid grow up playing Galaga? because it was still old when you grew up playing it.
I guess.
Came out in probably the 70s.
Oh, I don't know.
I wish I had my phone.
Yeah.
This is where my
Maybe. I mean, I
brain
don't know.
needs knowledge.
I think it was like my mom's favorite game. So I think we just always played Galaga.
Yeah.
Even like on like whatever system we had, we just played Galaga.
That's what I'm saying. I
But-
feel like that was like one of the staple arcade games, like when arcades were
Yeah.
really popular
yeah.
back in the day.
Galaga and Pac-Man,
Pac-Man,
and
yeah.
Tetris. Like those are the three,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's cool. Like my son, he's all in arcades and stuff right now too. It's like when we go to the trampoline park, he'll jump for 15 minutes and then he's wanting to play the claw machines and the Jurassic Park game and the the race car game. And I'm just like,
Yep. Same.
that's why I really just need to take him to Chuck E. Cheese.
Same. They got to put all these dang other money things in the trampoline park now. I just wanted to go jump, get some
know.
physical activity in, and now I got to spend money on this damn claw machine to get candy.
And I wanted 30 minutes when we went because I knew he was going to do that exact same thing. And I'm like, I'll just do 30 minutes. Like the lowest is 60. I'm like, okay, sure. I know I'm going to be here for 25 minutes, but sure, charge me for 60.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
I just do we do an hour or 45 minutes. Like this is our time, and we actually go during the week where it's like 2 hours for like a set for a cheap rate because nobody's there, and I'll just tell him like we got 45 minutes, and sometimes it'll be 30. I'll be like, damn, our time's up.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he starts paying attention and listening. Wait, no, I'm wearing the color
Well,
orange.
that's the thing. They don't call you. Like they don't call to tell you your time. There's nobody in there. They're just like, really, it's like,
They're just like, whatever.
Dude,
If you want to jump
yeah.
for 5 hours,
yeah,
go
it's
for it.
like just jump. However, also they know nobody's jumping for 2 hours.
Yeah.
The stamina you have to be at a trampoline park for 2 hours is unreal.
Yeah. I believe it. That's tough. I don't, also as an adult, like my big ass, I'm not going out there just jumping. I feel like I'm going to knock a kid over. I'm just,
Well, that's the cool thing about going. It's usually like me, him, and maybe like one other little family in there. So
Yeah.
like we have that entire thing basically to ourselves. So it is cool. We get to jump together. But like I'm like, we're jumping on this, and he's running. And he's like, let's go do this one. I'm like, bro, we need to chill for a minute. I'm like, you want icy? We can go get icy and go sit down for a little while.
enough physical activity.
Yeah.
Let's get some sugar in you.
Yeah.
Let's relax. Stop moving.
I need you to crash at some point.
Jeez. All right. How much? What's happening here? What do we want to do?
What?
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 If we're talking about old school games.
Oh, Nintendo. We got
Yeah.
a Nintendo topic up there. Go for it.
Yeah, the one of those rare times where the entire internet united together this week, where they announced the Switch 2, and it's a little pricey.
Mm-hmm.
And then they announced that games for the Switch will be $80 physical, $90 or $80 digital, $90 physical. It was the Mario Kart game that's coming out specifically, but it's like first party Nintendo games are going to be $80 and $90. So Nintendo is going to be the first company to start charging $80 and $90 for standard games. And the entire internet came together and was like, the fuck you are. Like everybody was united against this. And the other worst part of it was there's a demo game that they made to teach you how to use the Switch. So it's like you basically go inside of the Switch. The game
It's
is
like the Astrobot. for
yeah,
PlayStation.
yeah. So if you played on the PS5, there's the Astrobot, but that came installed on the PlayStation. They're making you pay for the demo to teach you how to use the system, which is that one's not $80. That one's like 25 or something. But still, they're like, we're charging you to do this. So, first off, how do we feel about $80 Switch games?
Oh, we talked about it a couple months ago when like there was rumors that GTA 6 was going to try to charge 100 to like change the market of video games. But it's like 100's too much, 80 is too much too. But at the same time, it's like you talked about it. It's like, yeah, you're going to complain about it, but ultimately they're not going to change it because they know you're going to want the new Mario Kart and you're going to pay the $80.
But it's also like what you're paying for, though. Like when you tell me that GTA might cost 100, and I think this is what I said when we talked about it, that kind of feels okay. Like when you look at GTA versus Mario Kart and tell me which one you think should be charging $80 and $90. It's not, there's in no world should GTA cost less than Mario Kart.
No.
that feels crazy.
It's insane.
Crazy.
I think just as long it's like the replay factor too. Like I'm not in no way do I feel like I should pay $100 for a single player campaign. Now if it's like $80-$90 and like I said it's multiplayer and I can get consistent use out of it,
Well,
can maybe bite the bullet a little bit, but
when it comes to GTA, you're just not playing online because there are people that get 10 years out of GTA because they're just playing online. So where we only play it for the storyline and then we're like, well, now I'm done with it. Other people are playing it for 10 years and it is what it is.
Yeah. I'd also replay without playing the storyline. I used to just drive around on GTA and do some salacious
cheat
things.
It's just, I just thought it was funny, really, that the world decided to finally unite against
Switch.
Nintendo.
I never even I was never a Switch guy, so like this whole topic to me, I'm just like seeing it on I saw it and I'm like, oh.
You have to be like the Switch, well, Nintendo things in general are kind of like a little cult thing, right? Like you have to. We kind of talked about this when we were texting about it. You have to really you have to like Mario games. If you like Mario games, then the Switch is for you, right? Like you can't get another thing and play Mario games.
I do like Mario games, but I don't like the Mario games that get sold for Switch. The only Mario games I like are like Super Mario World. So if they put out like Super Mario World 1, 2, and 3, I'll play it.
They make they do. They also have the thing where you can go on there and play like now they're adding GameCube games to their Nintendo Online. It's like you can go play like Super Mario Sunshine.
Nope.
But they did just re-release or not re-release it, but I think a while ago they put, is it Mario 64?
Yeah.
Like the original, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
No, I like those.
I think I just at some point when like those games started coming out, like the 3D versions of Mario, I was like, this is freaking weird. And I just never played it. So I never got behind it.
But they do have the ones you're talking about on there though. Like you can play them, but like I've always been, who doesn't like Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Right? Like Mario Kart, Smash Bros. Like every time those come out, people love them. For me, it's like, I don't know, like if you don't have a Switch, I don't really want to get online and play Mario Kart with randoms. Like I want to play Mario Kart with y'all. You know what I mean? Now I guess the cool thing about the Switch is we can put it right here on the table. The controllers come off of it and we can just play each other.
Yeah.
So like that's cool. But there are some cool features about it. Like if you had a Switch and I had a Switch and I had Mario Kart, but you didn't, I can share it with you and we can just play it together. So that's kind of cool. So there's some cool things that came from this. One of which, midnight releases are back. They're releasing it. Best Buy is releasing it in the store at midnight so that everybody can go get their Switches together at midnight.
I like that.
I like that too. It felt like it was like everybody was pissed off about all this. That Best Buy was like, you know what? Let's bring you guys together and let's cheer everybody up. And it gave me hope that not just for the Switch, because I probably won't get one, but if they're doing it for the Switch, maybe we're finally coming back. Yeah. And we're going to start doing some midnight releases again.
But it's only going to be for certain things. That's the sad part. Because like you can't do a midnight release for like a video game. Like it's just not going to.
Why not?
Because nobody's buying hard copies of video games. Maybe for a Switch, but like you're buying digital copies for everything. Some consoles are only digital these days.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
Damn SaaS markets. Sorry, that's a whole nother conversation. I just wanted to like tech mind. Technically, it's not a subscription, but you can't own anything these days. That's a whole nother topic. Like you literally don't own anything anymore.
Yeah. Well, that was another thing with this was like, so the game, some of the physical game cards basically just give you the right to download the game.
Yeah.
So like you're not even buying the physical game. You're buying a card that has like basically a code on it to just download it from the store. So it's kind of digital anyway.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of like the digital games for PlayStation and stuff and all that stuff they were saying. You could buy it and get the digital version, but they could just decide they don't want to have the license anymore, and then you don't have that game anymore, even though you bought it.
Can you think of one thing if you buy it I guess you could probably think of a couple of things, but off the top of my head, I was thinking of like large purchases. What large things can you buy that you actually own? Like even your house. You don't own your house?
TV.
You do once you pay it off.
Yeah, but you still pay taxes on the land that your house is on. You still pay taxes on your house. So I guess technically you own the house, but you're still, no matter what, like you're still a slave to in some way.
Yeah. So what do we draw?
TV, maybe?
What's the line? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's the line at, what is large purchase? Like,
that's fair.
a house.
I just threw that out. I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like house, car, like those are large, but like like a jet ski. Like if you went and buy a jet ski and paid it off, you know what I mean? Or a 4-wheeler or something like that, maybe.
Okay, so I'm wrong. But what I was getting at,
I'm not trying to prove you wrong. I'm asking.
no, yeah, I don't know. You're right. Like, so there are still tangible things that you can go buy that like technically you're gonna own. But I guess I was just thinking of things that I'm used to. Like you buy a house, like yeah, it's yours, but at the end of the day, like you still are governed by
The HOA.
the HOA or whoever, the local government. You're
Yeah.
still paying taxes. Like there's still things that you have to answer to, or like your video games now, like you don't own that shit anymore. There was a couple other examples I saw one day, and I was like, "Dang, you're right," but I can't remember what they are. So
Yeah.
maybe it'll come to me.
I did kind of appreciate that they are the first people to be like, we're charging less for digital than physical, because that's never made any sense to me.
Yeah,
But also the other thing that pissed people off, not to stick on this topic for too long, but the Switch itself is $449, I think. You can buy it so the Mario Kart game is $80, but you can buy the bundle with the Switch and that for $500, which shows that they could just be selling this game for $50. And they're choosing to charge $90 for it. So that pissed people off as well.
I feel like that always happens with bundles, though. Bundles have always been like that, where it's like, yeah, the console itself is $450.
Right.
You buy a bundle for $500, you get a controller and a video game with it, and it's like, oh,
Yeah. But it's like I mean, it's newsflash. They're selling the things for 3 times what they're making it.
yeah.
Whatever.
It's like you talk about annoying fees, it's like the convenience fees. Like when you pay something online, it's like 10% convenience fees. Like, how is this? This is a convenience for you because I'm not having to send you shit. But I guess
Ticket fees. Ticket fees are a scam.
Yeah.
It's got to be that's got to be one of the biggest scams in the world.
Yeah.
Whatever these fees are for, what are you handling for me?
Yeah.
The ticket's on my phone. You're not handling shit. I don't understand.
Yeah. It's just a way to, I mean, I could probably dive into and assume certain things about it. They are definitely overcharging, but they probably originally thought of it as a way to pay like their engineers that were handling the software. They're like, oh, we got to find a way to make a profit. So we got to have a handling fee because we wrote this code to do X, Y, and Z. So whatever. But now it's just preposterous. It's out of control.
It's legitimately an entire ticket. Like if you buy 3 tickets, you're basically paying for 4 when you add all the fees in. It's crazy how much the fees are.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, well. But we're going to do it. So
something else you don't own, your cell phone. Just thought of it. You basically rent it now. I guess sometimes you can buy it outright, but
I
like,
buy mine out. I always buy mine outright.
Yeah, well, good for you.
Big
That's a
baller.
smart guy. But you just return it after a year and get a new one.
I trade it in.
Yeah.
But I own it.
So you pay it all up front and then trade it in and get the credit and then.
Well, I put it on my Apple Card, but I pay it off before I eventually trade it in. Yeah.
Okay.
See.
Good job.
Big baller.
Because if you get it from AT&T, they put you in the, like you're saying, you don't own it.
Yeah. I'm pretty
rent
sure T-Mobile forces us now to where
Yeah.
it's like, you don't own your phone.
Well, they've done it now to where like, so they used to, you remember how it used to be, phones used to be super cheap. Like if you were on the contract, you were paying like a different price for the phone.
Yeah.
And then they started doing, well, you can only upgrade every 2 years, which was okay because you could, and then they were like, well, you pay off 50% of the phone, you can just upgrade to the new one. Now AT&T at least has changed it to where it's a 36-month plan. So halfway doesn't line up with when the new phone comes out. So you can still do it, but they're like, you got to pay 6 months of payments in order to pay 50% to trade it in when the new phone comes out.
Yeah.
So they're starting to lock people into new phones, which is why I just started buying it outright from Apple.
Yeah.
Scam artist.
Bunch of scammers, scamming hoes. They be finding ways, man.
That's right.
All right. That's it.
Oh.
No, it's not it. We can keep talking.
I was I'm enjoying this.
No, it's fine. I just didn't know if we were moving to. I looked at the time. I was like, we're at like.
Also,
50
knock
minutes.
on wood, our camera hasn't died yet.
Whoa.
Like, it's kind of amazing. I'm trying to check
watching
to
like
make sure I hit record.
Yeah. What are Beatles movies?
Ooh, okay. So they're doing something. I think it's next year or maybe a couple years from now that's coming out. It's movies about the Beatles, but that's not necessarily like what I want to get your opinion on. So what they're doing is they're making a movie about each member of the Beatles. So it's going to occur. The 4 movies occur in the same time period, right? So it's like biopics almost about each member in the same time frame, but each movie is going to be from the perspective of each person. So like you might see it from this person but then you watch it and it's this person, but it's the same time period. But what they're doing is they're releasing them all on the same day in theaters, and they're calling it the first bingeable movie theater experience. So they want you to go and spend the day watching all 4 of these movies. And you can give me your opinion on whether you would go see the Beatles version of it.
Right.
But I want to know if that I think the concept is pretty cool. It's like, because the way movie theaters are going downhill, so we got to kind of find ways to improvise, right, and get people back. And this is interesting. I don't know if the Beatles specifically gets me to want to do it, but this idea interests me, and I wanted to get your thoughts on that.
It's intriguing. I always love when people come up with new concepts like that. I would be intrigued to check it out. I don't know if I don't like the idea of sitting in a movie theater for 8 hours or whatever it's going to end up being.
I assume they would do so. Like, I remember when Toy Story 2 came out, maybe
It's like 3 or 4.
it was 2 or 3 where they did. You could go. You paid to watch. I think it was 2, and you went pay and watch the first one. I think it had to be 3 because I was old enough to do it myself. So like, you got to go watch the first one. They did an intermission. They played the second one, had a little intermission, and then the third one.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they would do something like that, where you get a break in between.
Yeah, I'm fine with something like that because it's completely different stories. I don't know if I would, depending on, especially like it's 4 or 5 different perspectives. It's like you're watching the same thing. I don't know if I could do that all in the day. I think over time, I'll do this one today, a few days, or next week I'll do this band member. The next week I'll do this band member. But to watch like the same story, but just slightly varied, like back to back to back to back. I'm like,
you might learn it. They might make it though to where it's like totally different.
Yeah.
Like it's the same
That's what I'm saying.
time frame, but like
you would have to see how it would be directed and stuff like that.
John Lennon's is going to end kind of different than a lot of other guys. You know, like there's going to be some things.
Could be some chronological events that happen.
I like the idea. Like, I do wonder, like, I don't know if it would interest me as much if they did like the Game of Thrones, the movie series, right? And they were like, here are 3 hour Game of Thrones movies, whether they're from the same perspective or not. You can buy a ticket and you get to see all 3 of them in the theater at one time. Like, I don't know what it is about this, but I think it is the perspective, like the 4 different perspectives of the same time frame.
Yeah.
That interests me.
Like maybe their individual lives.
Yeah. So like, cause I'd be like, I don't need to go to the theater to watch 3 episodes of Game of Thrones. But like, if you were like, we're going to show you the last episode of Game of Thrones, which was an hour and a half or whatever it was. But we're going to show it to you one time from this person's perspective, and then another time from this person's perspective, which it's probably not going to be shot for shot like you're kind of talking about.
Right.
I don't think they would do that because I don't think people would be as interested in it.
I think this works for stuff like that. Game of Thrones, maybe the Beatles, probably like very niche perspectives, like Harry Potter, probably like, oh, you know, this perspective, that perspective. I don't know, like probably shit like that where.
But they do have to do something, like you're saying, how you don't want to sit in the theater the whole time. I feel like there has to be something in between at the theater that you can do to, like, you got to be able to make a day out of it. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to go grab some popcorn real quick in between each movie. Cause like, you're not going to go get popcorn in between.
Right.
But like some theaters have like a bar.
Karaoke.
So like if you, I like, you know, like there needs to be something else in the theater. Like you got 30 minutes, go grab a drink at the bar in the theater.
Yeah.
Bring it back. Like at Movie Tavern, it might be cool because you got food, you got drinks. I don't know. There's got to be something to keep you interested. I don't think, I'm not going to say nobody because people definitely would. But like, I'm not going to sit in my seat for 4 movies.
No. Just sitting down that long kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies.
This is also, I didn't see what like the time length would be, but this is also assuming that each one is a full length movie. They could very well be 30, 40 minutes. And then you're talking 2.5 hours, which isn't terrible.
That wouldn't be bad. I would be okay with that.
Yeah. So I like the idea of it. I'm all for trying to find new ways to keep the movies alive. And I don't remember when this was coming out. And I'm not like, the Beatles don't really resonate with me, to be honest. But I'd probably go check it out just to see the style of it.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. I try so hard. I can't rise above it.
Don't know what it is,
But that little girl's loving, but I like it.
I love it.
I want some more of it.
Gotta
Wash my truck. Dress up.
Oh my god.
Pick her
Okay.
up and watch TV.
I wanted to yell it so bad, and then you started, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna yell it.
Yeah, I love it.
She sits down on the sofa. I move a little closer.
I love it.
Kind of creepy when you think about it.
It
Actually,
is kind of creepy.
she can't get enough of me.
It's funny just knowing every word to some of these songs.
Yeah,
It makes me laugh.
That's how brains work.
right.
Brains are interesting.
I'll tell you that. So I appreciate that y'all enjoy the playlist. I really do. But I imagine y'all are like me, where you could probably sing every word to every song on that playlist, and it's a good amount of songs.
Yeah.
And it's kind of amazing that it could go start to finish, and you could probably do the entire playlist.
I don't know if I could ever get through the whole playlist.
It's a lot
I'll
of
be
songs.
honest.
It's got to be at least 100.
Because what happens is I'll be sitting there and I'll think of a song because it's all old songs and I'll be like, oh, this other song, I haven't heard this in so long. And then I'll go search and be like, how is this not on here? And then I go add it. And then I'm like, God, I'm never going to get to this. There's a million other songs.
Yeah, that's what I was telling you the other day. You're like, I'm adding this. I'm like, maybe I'll stumble onto it because I'm just shuffling it. I'm not going on there and picking.
Yeah, I just shuffle.
You know.
Every day I'm shuffling. Whatever happened to those guys? Well, didn't they like split up and get?
I don't know.
I don't know.
How much, like, if you had to put in a memory into your noggin, how many gigabytes worth of song lyrics do you think
Oh,
you got
geez.
held up there?
What's a song worth? Like, how many gigs is a song?
Yeah,
It's
well,
like
you
a
gotta think
megabyte.
it's like a text document. So we're talking like,
Let's say
Kilobytes.
six megabytes a song,
yeah.
like a normal
that's-
download.
Yeah.
Now I got to do math.
Right. I don't know. It's hundreds. It's
You got some
easily-
terabytes in there?
I might, man. I don't know.
This was a conversation I had with a guy at work not too long ago. He was telling me like he doesn't know the words to any songs. Like he's like, I don't memorize songs like that. And it blew my mind because I was like, there's hundreds that I know.
Mhm.
That if you give me like the first couple words, I can do it without music, without anything. Like we do here all the time.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm also, there's those game shows where like, it's like, I can name that song in 6 beats.
Oh, yeah.
I'm one of those people too, where it's like, I'll hear the first beat of a song and
Yeah.
I'll immediately know what it is and
Mhm.
just know the words. It's like it just like, let me hit you real quick.
What?
It's like, I was going to point at you. It's like the computer in my head just randomly grabbed this file and it's like on the screen and I just can't control it. It's just there.
Yeah.
Terabytes.
It's a lot.
Terabyte
It's a
of
lot.
knowledge.
You got to think though. I was saying this like now I'm going to get I'm going to nerd out on this. The file size, right, of what a song would be. It's got to be a text document, like I was saying. So at best, you're talking like 15 kilobytes per song. Like this thing's tiny.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
A lot of knowledge, a lot of lyric space.
Yeah.
So
Every Lil Wayne soundtrack.
That's what I'm saying. See, like it's just between like late 80s to now in country is got to be 1,000 songs
Right.
easily. And then like that's just songs I like. There's songs I don't like that I know every word to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just country. Then you start getting each genre is probably thousands of songs.
Yeah. I know a lot of songs by the Killers for some reason. Not just Mr. Brightside, like other songs.
I've seen them so many times at festivals. I've just learned the other songs.
Yeah. There's random bands that I like stumbled upon in high school that I bet like I don't even remember the band's name, but if a song comes on, I'd be like, it's just there.
Mhm.
Words are gonna come out.
We had a band that stayed with us. I think it was last year or the year before, and it was like Franz Ferdinand. And I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm like, they're a cool band. And I look them up, and I like click on the song, and I was like, take me out.
Yeah, I was literally in my head when you said that.
and I was like,
band.
that's them. I was like, I know that song. But it's like half the songs you don't even really know who it is, and then all of a sudden you play the song, and you're like, boom, your brain's like, yeah, we know the song.
Yeah, we do that all the time when when we're planning, because obviously we go to Disney all the time, but they have like the Eat to the Beat series for Food and Wine Festival, and it's always like these really obscure people. But if you look them up, it's normally like, oh, this was the lead singer for this random pop band in the 90s. And it's like, oh, And then like you go listen to it.
Rabbit
And
hole.
I know all of these songs.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man.
Speaking of songs, I saw somebody posted a random fact on Twitter the other day, and it blew my mind that it exists. The pasta brand, it starts with a B. It's like Borelli, you know what I'm talking about?
Ooh, I know what you said.
They have a playlist on Spotify with each song is a type of noodles.
Mm.
And if you start the song, when you start boiling the noodles, when it ends, that means the noodles are ready.
Nice.
I was like, I saw somebody post that. I was like, that's so cool. I don't know why I enjoy that so much. I'm probably never going to use it, but I need to go listen to it and be like, I imagine it's just like this Italian elevator music.
I was going to
Like-
say, I really hope it's like just some like Enzo Amore, like,
Yeah. If it's not, that's a disappointment.
I'm sitting there drinking red wine now all of a sudden. I don't even know
like,
why.
the vibes could be immaculate while the pasta's cooking.
Lost all control of my body. No idea what's happening. I've got pasta though.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm in. This is cool. I enjoy this.
That's pretty fun. You gotta check that out.
Yeah, it was a thread. I saved it. I didn't read any other ones. Somebody tweeted like, post a random fact that you think people should know. And that was the first like quote tweet I saw.
I've seen a few of those lately.
Yeah.
They're kind of funny.
And I bookmarked it because I wanted to go through it and I never did. So maybe, future episode, I'll go through it and we'll have some topics here.
I like it.
I saw one that was ridiculous. We can go through more in the future, but it was like, here's an interesting fact. Earth doesn't get heavier when you build buildings. Because, and I was like, what? Did you think that anything else would happen? Like,
I saw that. That made me laugh.
I was like, I couldn't tell if they were like joking.
Yeah.
I was like, this is ridiculous. I chuckled.
It's almost like when like high thoughts was a thing, like back in the day. It'd be something like that. Or like when I texted you, like, are penguins closer to fish or birds?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. I mean, technically they're birds, but are they?
They swim.
They waddle everywhere. They don't fly.
That's right.
Flightless birds. Poor
So-
things.
So
Unless you're the bird off of Happy Feet, try to fake being a bird, the penguin that can fly.
Yeah.
He's a fan or whatever they're called.
I've never seen Happy Feet.
Good movie.
What's the penguin's name?
Don't know. Happy.
Happy the penguin.
Mm-hmm. And he's
All I
got
remember
feet that are happy.
all I remember from that is do not push me because I'm close to the edge.
Isn't it like a whole like dancing and
Yeah,
singing?
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very musical.
That's the only thing I remember from Happy Feet. I haven't seen the movie in so long.
That's what cracked me up. It was kind of older, but we'd watch Mufasa because it's on Disney Plus. But when it was out in theaters, my dad took my son, and he comes back, and I'm like, "How was the movie?" And he's like, he just wouldn't sit still. We had to leave like 2/3 of the way through, and he's like, "Yeah, they were singing a lot." He's like, "I was like, do you not know that you went to go see like a Disney movie, specifically Mufasa?" I was like, it's all Disney movies are musicals in a sense.
Yeah. It's
And he's
also,
like, "Oh, I guess you're right." I'm like,
Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote the damn
Yeah.
soundtrack for it. Like, it's definitely a musical.
yeah, it had a lot of music in it because it's a Disney movie.
I'm glad you brought up Mufasa because my son and I got into a heated debate about why Scar was the good guy in the
Oh,
movie. We were watching Mufasa and I'm watching it and I'm like, oh, Scar was right. Mufasa didn't understand the code, the bro code. And I'm walking out the room and I'm like, Scar was the good guy. And he's like, no, he's not. I'm like, yes, he is. We got into a heated debate about why Scar was the good guy. And I was just like, you'll understand one day.
He got a little butthurt, but
I haven't seen
Scar
it.
maybe not a bad guy.
That's right.
I gotta watch it. We were supposed to watch it like last week and we haven't watched it yet. I think we watched
It's not
Wicked.
as bad as people say it was.
No, I enjoyed it. I think some of the songs, like that brother song, is whack. I don't care what everybody says. The song
People
is,
seem to
it's
like it.
fine.
My brother.
Yeah, it's fine until they do that
My
part.
brother.
That's very much
Tastes
like
me.
a Lin-Manuel
Yeah.
feel.
It was like the song is fine until they get to that part. I'm
Yeah.
like, nope, mute.
I just saw it all over Twitter. So then when I actually saw it and like on watching the movie, I just was just dying laughing.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Also, the British accents, maybe it's because you told me ahead of time, they don't feel out of place at all. Like it just feels right. Like I don't know how to explain it. It feels okay. I'm like, all right, they're British now.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Somehow,
Uh,
Peppa Pig comes around the corner. My brain just went left. Peppa Pig's British. She's got to be in this somehow, right? They
Yeah.
live in the same universe. I don't know.
Maybe.
maybe.
Pumbaa? So maybe it's Pumbaa's estranged wife.
Maybe daughter. I don't know if Peppa's got a.
Oh,
Peppa's a little
oh
kid.
Peppa was like a mom.
I would like just a Timon and Pumbaa movie.
They
They
did
already have-
technically. They had like a 1.5,
Yeah,
but it was
I
them
guess
like
you're right.
dissecting the film.
Yeah.
They're in Mufasa, but it's
Yeah.
like it's Rafiki telling the story of Mufasa.
Yeah.
So they like cut back to Timon and Pumbaa and Zaz and all them, and then they cut back to the story of Mufasa.
I do like- It makes it makes me think of like the end credits from Frozen. Is it the end credits or is it just like the little short films where Olaf's like quickly going through like all the Disney movies?
Oh yeah,
And
those are
he's-
just shorts.
Yeah, it's like just shorts, and he's like
Yeah.
quickly going through the Lion King. It's the best. They crack me up.
Those do crack me up. He's like, oh no, I forget which one it is, but he's like, she's dead.
Well, he does it in Frozen 2 where he like retells Frozen 1 to the
That's what
The
it
other
is.
things-
I think
and
that's what I'm
he-
thinking of.
he's like Ice Castle. And it cracks me up every time. Like my kid's not even laughing at it, but here I am laughing my ass off at this part of the movie.
It'd be nice.
I
to-
do really want the interactions with Patty while he's
Oh yeah, that's true.
gone. But you also could just
Yeah,
record things and put it out.
you can have some Patty thoughts.
That's
Yeah.
true. But then I have to carry my phone.
Nobody said you had to do it while you were hiking.
That's true. We'll see. I'm just gonna do it from the damn Airbnb.
I mean,
Do it from,
honestly,
Hey, guys,
do it from a
I'm in the
waterfall.
bedroom.
man.
I'll be honest, kind of worried about you going hiking without your phone.
Oh, I'll
I'm
probably
just
take,
imagining you're gonna get lost in the woods and then
You have your watch on you, huh?
it'd be the whole
yeah, I'll have
thing.
my watch. I don't know if it's like I don't even know what the hiking's like. I don't know if it's like the middle of the woods. I don't know if it's like
I imagine it's
a
just
trail.
desert.
Turn
Yeah.
into a Bear Grylls situation.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Do you have one of those straws that you can just turn water, all
Little life
water into
straws.
drink?
I got my watch. We'll be fine. I'm
Um,
pretty resilient, man. I'll turn around and go back the other way.
your wife's gonna be texting me at 3 a.m. Have you heard from Patty?
Nope.
Nope. Must be lost in the wilderness.
It's day 45.
I would a Patty Bear Grylls skit would be great.
I'll have to think of some stuff.
Sleep deprivation is real. I'm out of fish. Fire. It's starting to rain. Need to find shelter.
Jeez. If so, I was thinking through the skit in my head, and then I'm like, if I had a phone the whole time, why the fuck would I be stuck in the wilderness?
I don't know.
It's the camera crew. You got a secret camera crew.
There's an episode of Modern Family where where Phil, the husband, takes a motorcycle like up into the mountains, and it falls on his leg and he gets stuck. So he just recorded himself the whole time, and that's what I'm thinking of as you're saying it. Like you're just stuck there. Like he has his phone and it can't call out because there's no signal. So he's just recording his last messages, and that's what I imagine. He's like,
Whenever you're seeing this,
yeah, that's what it is. He's like, the sun is beginning to set.
darkness creeping in.
Yeah.
Records himself for 5 days.
Yeah.
There's an ant slowly creeping towards my face.
Jeez.
Good times. Anyway, let's get on up out of here. Get on up.
All right. Get up. Get on up. Get up. Get on up. Stay on the scene. Like a sex machine. See, I can't. All right. Let's get out of here.
Love you guys. Kisses.
Any parting words, Jax?
Bye bye.
I was
Woof,
asking
woof.
Jax if he had any parting words. He's been such a good pup.
He's chilling. This is what we do all day.
He wasn't this chill when we used to record outside.
No, this is different.
I
This
can end it
setting-
with I can end it with an R-rated joke.
Let's do it.
I went to the strip club and all the strippers were in wheelchairs, but you know what? The place was crawling with pussy. Bye.
Oh, it's the wrong one.